Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Believes Crypto Show, where we take major cryptocurrency news events of the day and see what's happening so that you know what's going on in the cryptocurrency world. Folks, XRP is taking off. My name is Believes. I'm your host, so please do me the favor of hitting that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to be notified of future content, and we're going to kick off tonight's show after the jump with these, our top stories.
It's your boy Bleeves. Everybody listen up. Let's get it. I'm trying to put money in your pocket. That crypto wallet. That bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this, it's not financial advice, but I'm always right. 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 I'm always right.
All right, guys, it is a great day to be alive. It's a Monday night. Crypto is starting to move again. Are you feeling it? Are you feeling the excitement? We're going to have a really nice year in 2026. I can already feel it. And we're going to break it off with a start right now. And that is XRP has broken out. XRP breaks out with a slump with a 9% surge as chart signals flip bullish. Everything's starting to flip bullish. Now, for the last couple of days, I've been giving you these charts. I've been showing you what I think is going to happen on each and every one of these charts. Look what I gave you the other day. I gave you the other day XRP. I said, set your buy order at 205. If you hadn't already, this was the perfect time to buy. If you remember going back, this was the perfect time to buy. Go ahead and set it. Take some profit when you hit 205, just in case the market prices this in, gives us a nice little dip. By the way, let's go look at it right now. In the event that this is a perfect play, then we're going to take the pivot to the pivot right there, and guess where that 205 comes in? That 205 right now comes in perfectly in the zone that we're always talking about, that golden zone between the 0.5 and the 0.618. This is exactly what I'm saying. What we're looking for is we're looking for a break down from here and then a break above as we go back into a much higher move. Now, the market is pricing in a big move right now, or it looks like the market is pricing in a big move. There's a lot of going on with the Clarity Act. There's a lot of people talking about it. So we're going to see what happens here. But XRP reclaimed critical support at $100.80 before surging to a 20-day and a 50-day EMA moving average, and now is testing resistance of the 100-day EMA at 222. Broke above that all the way up to it. I want to say it was 240 at one point, 233. Broke up to 233 before rejecting off. So this has been a really good move for XRP, and I think it's the start of a breakout. By the way, we're not going to go very far unless we have altcoins start to do something. But the altcoins are not going to drive the market. We got to have Bitcoin do its share. If it does its share, then we're going to be just fine. Moving on. Bitcoin now rises to a new 2026 high of 94,000 despite bearish ISM data reading. Now, here's what happened. Cryptocurrency increased. We know what's going on, but the US Institute of Supply Management report indicated that there was additional weakness in the manufacturing activity as of December. Now, you guys know how I feel about this. I think the Trump administration right now is kind of manipulating this data so that it feels better than it is because we had that October where we were off. So as we do this, there's going to be massive adjustments. We can't go back, by the way. And to relitigate it going back into this isn't going to fix any problems or any concerns that anybody might have anyway. The only way through is forward. So we're going to get some adjustments in the data coming up in the next couple of months that'll show much lower numbers or much higher inflation than we were talking about before. This was lower than the market forecast of 48.3, and it stretched the contraction period to the 10th month in a row. So the market, the country is still struggling economically, and you're feeling it when you go to the when you go to the store, it's there. Okay, just go buy some stuff, and you'll know that this market is not humming or soaring like you keep getting told every single day. And if you think that it is, you're not thinking clearly. So doesn't mean that it won't, just means that right now we haven't reached that spot where the excitement has started to rip. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to see a big move coming up very, very soon, and then we'll see Bitcoin absolutely take off. Now, US CPI data release is going to be next week. I still don't have a voice, by the way, so I apologize if you hear me cutting up a lot. The December inflation drops on January 13th. With eyes on the yearly reading, that's 8 days from today. So this is going to be the yearly reading for both the CPI and core CPI. This will be the first macro data to drop this year as market participants gauge the state of the U.S. economy and the Fed's next move. Now, most people are looking for the Fed to make moves swiftly. The Fed is looking to make moves slowly and conservatively because we still have a conservative in charge there, and that would be Jerome Powell. What we're looking for is Jerome Powell to get out, make a move, do something, start to trigger this economy to do something, right? But the November inflation report came out, and it said that CPI fell to 2.7. Now, when you look at the data, only 3 points of data were used. The 3 points of data were oil prices and new and used car purchases. That was not everything, but that was the data that they could put together. As they're putting it and piecing it together, there's going to be a revision. That revision will probably look a little bit different. By the way, when I say this, understand that what they were looking for is 2.9. So we got 2.7, which is a great number. And core fell to 2.6. So the numbers look better. We'll see whether or not they actually are better. I would say 2.8 is probably the number, maybe 2.9, because if you look at the market right now and you look at the data, cereal prices are down, milk prices are down, egg prices are, of course, pretty low right now. Beef prices are at an all-time high. Coffee prices are at an all-time high. Those are going to be problems. Also, there's not enough sales going on at your grocery store right now. You'll see some clearance. You see like potato chips and stuff like that. You'll see that it's expensive right now, but the sale prices are attractive to people. So there are some sales, there are some things that are happening right now, but I don't think it's enough right now to really kind of justify what we're trying to say is happening here. So I would watch for this data to really kind of shock people at some point very, very soon. And I think it's going to be, I don't think people are going to like what they see when they end up seeing what's really going on in the market, okay? Hydrate. All right, so let's see what's going on in chat. What is going on, everybody? Going to take me a second to figure this one out because I'm just trying to make my way through here. We got Stefan, what is going on? We got Juice in the house, what's going on? We got Sakai in the house. XRP will go to $20 in a month. I'm going to say $25 by the end of it. I'm not really sure. What's going to happen there. I think 25 is the number. I'm just not sure that the market is ready. I want to see the Clarity Act. And matter of fact, we're going to talk about the Clarity Act in a few moments, so I'll save that for the Clarity Act. Is API 3 dead or what? No, it's not dead. It's just like everything else. Everything in this market. Look, just because you're one out of 5 million cryptos, just because you're one out of 5 million cryptos doesn't run the moment that you want it to run or that I want it to run. Doesn't mean that there's anything fundamentally wrong with it. It means that this market is slowly but surely pricing things in a certain way. Like, for example, right now, if you want to know what's going on, meme coins and AI. Those are the two things that are popping off right now. Until a little while ago, and that was when XRP started popping off. But Ethereum is not popping off. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with Ethereum? SWI's not popping off. What's wrong with SWI? There's a API 3. The next time we come around to RWA, when we go to RWA, that's when you're going to really see it, because what you'll see is Chainlink will start to take off, and then Chainlink competitors will start to take off. But in order for that to happen, we got to have Bitcoin first, then we got to have an altcoin season, then we got to see that move to RWA. That's what we got to see. That's the way that it will happen, okay? In addition to that, Karen Water says, Dev, Dev will do the same thing. Today Dev had a nice dump, and that dump today it didn't last for very long. As a matter of fact, we'll take a moment and go look at it real quick. I mean, it had a nice little dip down here. Look at this 1 hour here. You see that like it absolutely broke down a couple of hours ago, right there, after going up to Sunday afternoon, going up to about 23 and a half, dipped all the way back down to 18 cents. Great buy opportunity. Then it consolidated right in that range. Then in the last couple of hours, boom, 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 right back to where it was before. Now it's stumbling into this resistance right here. And, I've said my piece in their chats that, I don't think that the team's not doing anything with marketing right now, and I don't think that they have, look, I don't think they have the money to do very much in marketing until they're ready to market something. And if right now you're looking for, if you're looking at something like Dev and you're wondering like, what are they going to do? What's going on? And thank you, Karen, for upgrading. By the way, guys, it's $4.99 a month to become a member of the channel. We give you all kinds of different stuff. Don't forget, there is a call in the channel right now. I'm going to recommend, by the way, this is a project that CC, if you guys remember CC, Coins Chick Coin, was running, her own little ecosystem, and it just didn't work out. Okay. I lost some money on it, but I'm not mad about it because I understood what was going on. I understood that it wasn't working, but she now has something that is working that she's not really promoting right now, okay? And it's called Slay, and I put a call in the private chat so that you guys can see it. I'm going to recommend that you guys put a little bit into it. I mean, if you're looking for an opportunity, I'm not saying you're going to get rich off of it, but here's what I am saying. It's sitting at around a $38,000, $40,000 market cap right now. And if you remember CC Coin, going back into, let's go, where was, we want to look at this, CCC. That was the one, right? Coins Chick Coin. I got to find it. Coins Chick. Coins Chick. Coins Chick Coin. God damn it. All right, anyway, my point to it was it went close to a $500,000 market cap. So you're getting an opportunity right now to kind of run it back. CC basically, look, you guys know it's CC because I told you it's CC. But what's happening right now is they're trying to right the ship, if you will, and create something where she has a team working on it. She has a team working on it. Create a situation in which people are backing it and who are ready for it to go. Okay. So, and they do. So that's why it's right here. It's called Slay. 39,000 market cap. Here's what I think. I think it's going to go to 400,000 market cap. All right. That's the number that I would give you. If I'm looking right up here, that it's got to move to 400,000 market cap. I'm going to give you right there. And by the way, I want you guys to remember the same thing happened with CC when we did it before. When we originally did the CC and we did blockchain beauties and we did all of those. It's the same thing that happened. Okay. It kind of toiled away down here at the bottom, and then the market turned. And when the market turned and the dynamic changed, boom, this thing took off. Now, the reason that I'm bullish on what they're doing is because it's called Slay House. Now, I don't know exactly what this is going to be, okay? Here's what I know. They are taking beautiful women and they're making these, and they're talking about it like it's a book, okay? And maybe you have to hold enough to get part of the book or something like that. But built on bad decisions, good lighting, and women who know their power. Welcome to Slay House. Follow our other account, Slay House HQ, DM for promos. Okay. Now, it's already got 13,400 followers in a very short period of time. And when you come look at it, they have 63,000 impressions on this video. They have 1,000 on this one. They have 1.8K here, 20K on this one. 5.1K on this one, 2.3K here, 2.3K here, 3.3K here, 3.3K here, 3.8K here, They're on Brew Lucas hard this week, by the way. Brew Lucas, in case you didn't know, that's the girl that did back when in 2021, 2022, she was around the bushes, shaking her butt around. She was a GIF. It was a famous GIF in chats. 3.5K, 3K, 3.5K, 3.6, 3.5, 4K. You keep going down here, and you'll find that every once in a while, instead of getting 3, 4, or 5K views, they get one with like 64,000 right here. Okay, so their reach is continuing to expand. 7K here. I think yesterday or the day before they had 1.1 or 1.6 million impressions in the course of a day. 10,000 on this one, 7.4K on this one, 7,000 on this one, 21,000 on this one, almost 20,000 here, 10,000 here, 11,000 here. So guys, what I'm saying is they're going to do something, okay? I don't know how, I don't even know if it goes to 1 million market cap. Here's what I know. Right now it's sitting at 39,000 market cap. I'm pretty sure it's going to go to a 400,000 market cap. I'm going to take my profit at 400,000 market cap, okay? I've already got a sell order set at 400,000 market cap. So when it hits that, I made my money. Then I'm going to set a bid for, we're not there yet, but I mean, you know, basically I'm going to take this, I think it's going to be a wild impulse move, and we'll take a move like that. And then I'll just set another bid right there at the halfway point. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. I'll just set another bid at the halfway point, and we'll be off to the races. Sick with it, as they say. By the way, if we're looking at it on the chart right here, it's going to be 4 right there. So it's basically going to be the same thing here. I'm just looking for this kind of big play right here. And then I'm going to set another bid at 302 to try to buy a much bigger bag, just in case it, you know, gets that opportunity. Or maybe I'll be a little bit more shrewd and go to like 3/15, something like that. But guys, I'm telling you right now, I think there's going to be a big move on it. So I would get some just because I think it's again, I'm not saying that it's going to be. Last time I told you that I think CC is going to do a lot of different things. It didn't happen. Okay, so there is risk involved here. I wouldn't suggest putting a lot of money into it. Put small money into it. But if that small money becomes bigger money, take your profit along the way. Try to accumulate a little bit more. Make sure that you get your original investment out, and then you're playing on house money. End of story, that you won already. Okay. Take your 1x when it goes to 100,000 market cap. Take your initial out. Make sure that you're good, and then just let the rest ride, and then try to build your bag based on that. That's all. That's all you got to do. So CPI data is going to drop next week. We'll see what happens there. Crypto platform Polymarket has now launched a real estate market as Representative Richie Torres introduces a bill on prediction markets. A new prediction market product has been launched by Polymarket. It provides full, transparent, and data-driven predictions for housing prices to the market. According to a joint statement by Parcel and Polymarket, the integration directly injects objective data into housing market settlement references. Parcel indices will be used by the markets to verify outcomes in an auditable way, which is very interesting. Now we're just gambling on housing and stuff like that. And guys, I want to say, prediction markets here are killing crypto, just so you guys understand what's going on. It's an easier way for people to just gamble, all right? And if you remember, it's not us. We're the investors, or at least I'm the investor. I think you guys are the investors too. But there's a lot of people out here who are just not investors. They're not investors. What they are is gamblers, okay? And that's all they want to do, is they want to gamble. And these prediction markets have become exactly what they've been waiting for. Okay? Just exactly what they've been waiting for. By the way, I'm going to switch the music in the background to my new song. And we're going to turn it up just a little bit. Hope that doesn't scare you, because that's like the demon music. But we're going to change that up just a little bit today. Haha. All right, moving on here. Ledger. Ledger confirms network breach after a Global E incident exposes user data. So here's the deal. ZachXBT shared an email alert sent to customers at Global E regarding the incident. The company said the disclosed data included customer names and contact information. Did not specify whether email addresses, phone numbers, or physical addresses were included. So Company did not reveal the total number of affected users either. So an internal investigation came after activity was discovered in the account. Hydrate. Outside forensics experts were brought in to determine the extent and cause of the breach. Ledger claims that the investigation revealed no breach to wallet infrastructure. No digital assets were lost in the breach, but your data was breached. So if you're using Ledger right now, I would change everything at this point. But that's your decision. Also, Tom Lee has acquired 32,977 Ethereum, thinks it's going to 10 to 12,000 in the next couple of months. So if he thinks it, shouldn't you think it as well? I don't know. I'm on the fence still. I'm still in that 7,000 range, but I really like what I've been seeing for the last couple days. Now let's talk Clarity Act real quick. Clarity Act update. Senators are meeting tomorrow ahead of the crypto bill markup. The markup is on the 15th, but they're meeting today to try to finalize what they need to know or what they need to have. Okay, Punchbowl news that there will be a bipartisan meeting in the Senate on Tuesday. The discussion comes when the Senate Banking Committee approaches a critical stage of the market structure bill. January is considered a crucial month before the Senate heads away on the Martin Luther King Day reset. They just got back to work 4 days ago and they're already talking about, hey, we got to take off for Martin Luther Day. It's crazy. Members of the Senate Banking Committee were unable to come to a bipartisan agreement on 2025, but it is said right now that they have a partisan agreement in place right now. They're going to work on the markups, they're going to get it ready, and they're going to get it out for a vote very, very soon. So we're going to be watching that. Now, in the meantime, TD Cowen says that the crypto market structure bill could be delayed all the way to 2027 with implementation in 2029. Now, the firm said Democratic demands for conflict of interest restrictions affect senior officials, including President Trump, which could complicate passage this year. Now, here's the question. Are they going to hold to that or are they going to compromise? And I believe that they're going to compromise. And they're going to compromise just enough to get the votes needed. So they get 60 votes. That's all we need. 60 votes in order to make this happen. We don't need all of the conflict of interest and the worries and the reminders and stuff like that. We don't need Liz Warren getting her way. The end. So we'll see how that plays out, but fascinating to watch. Next up, Grayscale distributes Ethereum staking rewards. Here we are. We finally reached that spot. Crypto ETF inflows are positive. Ethereum staking rewards are now happening for Grayscale. This is absolutely insane. Okay, now remember, this is like an ETP sort of ETF project. It was the original one that bypassed the actual, it's not the real one because we haven't gotten the clarity on the real one yet for all the ETFs so that everybody can be rewarded for staking. But Grayscale, since they did bypass it and they used the newer method to get the ETF approved, is already doing staking. So very interesting to see that play out. And then the top 3 major updates that could shake crypto market this week. Number 1, U.S. President Trump warning other Latin American countries. President of Colombia came out today and said, here, this is for you, Donald Trump. I don't know what's going on down there. All I know is that Donald Trump has now decided he's president of Venezuela, and it's for drugs. It's not for the oil, but he's in charge of the oil. But it's because of the drugs. It's because of, they're sending drugs to the United States. It's because of the drugs, but he's in charge of the oil. But it's because of the drugs, and he's in charge of the oil. By the way, we're going to put a lot of oil because it's the drugs. And by the way, let me not, there's no argument about this. Venezuela was being run by a dictator who lied and stole an election. So you should not be defending Nicolas Maduro in any way. And if you are, you're silly. Now, if you don't like the fact that this was done without congressional approval, fine. But why are you defending a communist? That's ridiculous, okay? Grow up and show some maturity. Just because Donald Trump did it doesn't mean it's bad. Anyway, so we've got this going on. Then we've got the crypto market traders' either U.S. jobs data and a potential Fed chair announcement. And then Bank of America enables Bitcoin ETF recommendations. So those things right now are all working to the benefit of cryptocurrency, okay? So no matter how you look at it. Also, by the way, I should say this. Venezuela also has 600,000 Bitcoin and the United States only has 300,000. I don't know what that means. Hydrate. But I feel like we're about to get some Bitcoin on a discount. I'm not saying that we are. I'm just saying that we are. Now, the ETFs and the flows of the ETFs, we had a positive day yesterday on our first day, or on Jesus Christ, on Friday, the 2nd, we had a nice capital inflow right there, 471 million. For the Ethereum ETF on that same Friday, guess what? We had a massive inflow of 174 million on that day. Then the XRP ETF, what did it have? Had one of its better days so far. Had 7 million in inflows, which was 13 million. By the way, it's got 13 million on Saturday as well. I don't know where that's coming from. I think that's supposed to be the 5th, but I'm not sure. Solana ETF, same. Guys, massive inflows continuing to happen. We're not seeing outflows. We're not seeing all that. So anybody who's telling you that 4-year cycle, they're just an idiot, okay? At this point, they're just an idiot. Now, Fear and Greed Index is at 26 right now, continuing to ease its way up. We're still scared. We're still afraid. We still have fear. We haven't even reached neutral yet. But when we do, this market is going to start soaring. Now, it's going to start moving already. We can see that when we start to zoom out just a little bit. Even if you look at it on the 24-hour, there's a lot of money starting to pool up here right there in the back of this. So check it out. Right there you can see there's a lot of money pulling up at the bottom. When we start to pull out to the week, though, we see a pull right here at around 87,000. So we got to be interested in 87,000. I don't know how much this market can take in running without going back down there and picking at that. Now, so look at a larger time frame. And that takes us down to 86.2. So, look at the way that it sprung right there. It may not come down for it because, not yet anyway, because these are the longs that just came in and the bears are not interested right now. Hydrate. The bears have kind of fallen away and said, you know what? You guys go ahead and do your thing. They're becoming bullish too. And that's a pretty good sign to see them becoming bullish. Now, let's go look at our charts and let's see what happened on the charts, then we'll close this out. Bitcoin, I gave you the move right here. I said that Bitcoin was going to move from, what was the number I gave you? Let's do it on the 1 day. I said that Bitcoin was going to go from here to here, and then it was going to start rejecting. Guess what? Exactly. Guys, if you listened to me when I told you this, you made money. Ethereum is halfway through its move. I suspect Ethereum is still going to keep moving to 34 to 3,500 over the next little while. Its move is not done yet. Solana, same thing. Its move is not done yet, but it's continuing to move from the bottom of this range all the way back up to the top. XRP, not only did XRP break out, but it's now going to our second level, and it's halfway up to that second level, which is $2.70. Now, if you go back a week, we were talking about $2.70. I said that's the next big, bold move that was going to happen. And guess what? It's playing out to perfection right now. Not even slowing down. Tau, over halfway to its next one, and if Tau hits 305, then we're going to start talking about that rally to 420, 425, 450, somewhere in that range. We're going to start talking about a big, big rally happening right there. BNB broke its... guys, we called every single one of these. We called every single one of them. Now, we did not call Avalanche yet, but again, I think Avalanche is headed to $18, and we'll see that happen in the next couple of days. But look, everything is moving. Everything is starting to move in the right direction. Guess what? Even Luna Classic starting to break back up to that upside, so we should see a move back up to 4068 over the next couple of days. Right here, just kind of filling in that little box right there. Trump breaking out a little bit, but we're not seeing the full-on move. All right, I do think that we're going to make that break up there to $8.75. We just haven't broken out to it yet. Near Protocol, not as robust right now, but almost hit our target area already. Ondo has not hit yet. Ondo, let's move that over, still has a little bit of room to run, about halfway through its move. Pendle, now we are holding Pendle. I did tell you I think Pendle's going to be ripping towards this upside up here, and that we're going to see $5.93 again very, very soon. Right now it's at 231, having a nice little breakout. We'll see whether or not that continues. SWE is almost to our target zone right now, a little bit over halfway. However, what we were looking for on SWE is a break above, a break back down, and then a boot as it breaks out and goes back up. So I think we'll see that happen as well. Again, Devi, look, I don't know. It'll maybe happen. Arrow, our entry, we didn't get into this, by the way, because we're at 61 cents, and I said the entry is going to be when it breaks above here and comes back down for confirmation. It's not there yet, so I'm still out on Arrow, but Arrow had a nice rip over the last couple days. I did say that, because it's positioned with base, it was going to have a big run. Well, it's up 55% over the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. So if you bought that dip, you made out like a bandit. API 3, again, if you bought that dip when it came down here to this line where I show you these lines for a reason, right? Then you're up 33% over the course of the last 7 days. Aster having a little bit of a movement, but I'm not in on Aster yet. I don't give a shit about Aster. Zebek Network had a nice little breakout today. You can see that move right there. It actually was about 3 or 4 days, but again, just a 35% move to the upside. Guys, it's never about how much it moves. It's about when you buy, by the way. So if you're DCAing and if you're making it easier on yourself on the way down, and you're buying bigger and bigger bags as it goes down, and you know that the project is good, when it reverses, then you start in profit a lot faster, okay? So, but if you bought something way up here at the top, and you're just waiting, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. You know what I mean? Like, never ape everything into one stupid coin. You never know what's going to happen. Pepe, by the way. Pepe absolutely broke out. Our goal here was right there, and it broke way above where our goal was. Now, remember, my goal was very small for Pepe. I don't have a lot of confidence in it, but man, oh man, did it break out. Also, MK is now up, what is this now? Every day. It's now up 23x from the bottom just a few short days ago. So, if you were looking for a play, let's put it this way. If you had bought $1,000 worth of MK down here, you would have $23,000 today. If there's anybody out here but me that's been telling you to buy MK, I don't know them. If you bought down there at the bottom, then shout out. Make sure you tip the bartender. I don't know, my bartender, whatever I am. Make sure you throw a tip my way. But it's a gigantic win. Zero gravity not breaking out at all. Somebody brought that to my attention, but I don't see it moving very much right now. One that did move a lot right here today, Onyx Coin. Onyx Coin absolutely broke out over the last couple days. It is up now 132%. Correcting a little bit right now, but I mean, today's candle was like 60%. Onyx had just an absolute crazy day. Tron, again, making its way back up. I don't remember what we were talking about over here, so we'll just get rid of that. And then that's, I think, going to do it. Yeah, let's go look at the volume over here. Let's close this out with our DEX volume. Horrible. Look at this. This is horrible. Solana volume, 4.4 billion. BSC, 800 million. Ethereum, 800 million. Base, 500 million. Those are horrible numbers. That is a testament to the fact that retail is not here right now. They're all on Polymarket. It's just a simple fact. You know what I mean? Get a chat, see what's going on over here. Whatever happened with Pepe meme? I don't know. I have no idea, man. Thoughts on retrace level for XRP after it hits 270, 205, where we are right now. I mean, that's why we did that originally. Was 270, then it's going to come back down to 205. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if I left this on the goddamn thing. Let me see here. Yeah. Let's pop that up right there. Let's pop that in there. So what I would expect would be like, you know, you got this move here, and then you got this move right here. Because it shows a lot of volatility, the 205 is right above the 786. So I can see it break down to 215, set a small buy at 215 at that 0.618, set a smaller buy at 225 just in case, then another one at 215, and then a much bigger one at 205. I would be DCAing my way on this one because you never know how deep that cut's going to go. All right, so there we go. All right, Junebug says Pepe meme supposed to launch this month. Perfect. Crypto Dream says bring back Saitama. You know, I'd really like to get one. 5,000, Randy. I put $5,000 in it. Well, I put 4,600 in. Then I cashed out a little bit because I got lucky. Now I think it's like $5,600. So I've been cashing out a little bit every day. So you know, like when I make my videos, like every time I make my video or every time I show you the video, I pay myself just because I want to be reminded. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna stick with what I have right now and then just kind of see how it goes. And we got a $20 bomb from a meat. What is going on, man? I appreciate that. Rage quit. Anyway, guys, listen, we're going to have a $25 XRP at some point soon, okay? I mean, this market is ready. This market is ready to rip. This market is ready to roar. As a matter of fact, now that I'm looking at this, I think I want to move myself over to the side and not do a centralized picture anymore. Huh. Yeah. We'll do something like that. Anyway, that's my time, guys. I got to go. You guys have been great. Thank you so much. And I will talk to you again very, very soon. And remember, it's not financial.